Okay, welcome everyone. We are live. We're live here at DubLiHelp.com. This is the Tuesday night 7 p.m. Google Hangout for DubLiHelp.com, and we do these hangouts strictly for the shoppers. If you're looking for DubLi Help or DubLi as a home-based business or make money with DubLi, this isn't your place. There's other hangouts we do for that, and you can find that on this page. But this hangout here tonight. And we do these hangouts twice a week. This time period, 7 p.m. Central Time here in the United States. And we also do Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. For about a half an hour. That's questions and answers. These hangouts are designed strictly for the shoppers. This is to maximize your DubLi cashback shopping experience. And that's why we're here. With me today, I have Mr. Richard Beck. Richard, how are you doing, sir?
Doing good, sir.
All right. Well, we'll get started here in just a few minutes. The topic for tonight is weekly purchases, what you buy weekly or what you should be buying weekly in a lot of cases. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. And as Richard and I were talking earlier tonight about the cashback experience and here with DubLi, that, these weekly purchases help because it forces you to utilize your cashback experience with DubLi. And if you do it on a weekly basis, the more times you do it, the more repetitious, obviously, you are, and it becomes a lifestyle like it is for Richard and I. And that's what it needs to happen to all of you listeners out there. And if you do not have your DubLi cashback account, to the right of this broadcast window, if you're watching this at DubLiHelp.com, at the right of this broadcast window, there's a blue button, a blue banner that says get your free DubLi cashback account. Just click that. It'll bring you to DubLi.com. In the center of that page, there's a green button that says get me my DubLi cashback account. You can click that button, enter in your name, enter in a password. You'll have to verify an email that they send to you, and you'll have your cashback account open with $10 free that DubLi puts in your account just for signing up. And you can begin to follow us on these hangouts that we do and do the screen sharing, which hopefully we'll be able to get to later today. And also, obviously, be able to maximize your cashback experience. So as we let people kind of gather in, as we typically do on these hangouts for the first few minutes, Richard, current events, anything you want to chat about?
Yeah, the only thing I thought was kind of wild is Southern California on Saturday and Sunday got the huge rains that they haven't had in who knows when. I know everybody knows they've needed rain, but they didn't need it quite like that. It wiped out Interstate 10 on the border of with sinkholes on the border of Arizona. But, that's pretty wild. I mean, to get that big of a heavy of a rain out there, but they really need it. I mean, they've been suffering pretty hard. So.
Yeah, I saw that on Drudge Report. How long did it last? How much, here in Texas they measure it by the inch today. I'm sure they do it out there too, but how much rain did they actually get? Did they ever say that?
No, I didn't really catch it. I know the one was like 0.36, and I'm like, that's nothing compared to.
Yeah. I wanted, obviously we would have heard some of that. Resolve their drought issues. But I think they got a long way to go for their drought issues get resolved.
Yeah, we had 14 inches here in Atlanta in one time. And let me tell you, we had a water problem there.
Yeah, it's a lot of water. Yeah, it's a lot of water. Yeah. Okay, well, the other stuff I got to chat about, current events, obviously Greece is still in the, and I saw an article, this is interesting, that the Greek president, Tarjas, or whatever his name is, he went to Putin and asked for $10 billion. So this is the night of the referendum. He goes to, this is before the referendum. And he goes to Putin and asks for $10 billion so he can start printing drachmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't going to go to the BRIC.
And in the night of their referendum, Putin goes back and says, "No, I'm not interested in doing that." So he got cornered, and he had to vote for the referendum. Otherwise, they're bailed. But the jury's still out whether that happens or not. These groups are jostling back and forth and up and down and everything else, but I just don't see it happening.
I don't either. I think it's all going to get swept under again. You know, because Putin's got his own problems. He's got 5 major cities that bonds are blowing up over there on.
Yeah.
That they're you know, what, 10-1 against it? I mean, 10-1 upside down on these financial instruments. So I don't know, you know. But I thought they should have went to ask for money for that new currency, the BRIC, the Brazilian, Russian, India, China currency. Yeah, I don't think Putin's got any extra cash to be throwing around. Is what it is.
We'll see how it all plays out, but it'll certainly be on the forefront. And gold took a hit the other day. Oil took a hit.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, markets are crazy, and you know, just a bunch of crazy stuff going on. But let's go ahead and get started here, and I'm just going to really kind of just chat for a few minutes here about, you know, this, you know, the weekly purchases and stuff, and you know, stuff when we talk about weekly purchases, you know, for your viewers watching that, you know, especially here in the United States, wherever you are, you live in the world, you always have your weekly necessities. Whether, I mean, obviously groceries are one, but you know, other things like, you know, like printer ink. You know, now, granted, it's not a weekly necessity, but you know, a lot of times it's toothpaste. You know, anywhere from, you know, the stuff you just use, you know, on a daily basis. One of the things I order, you know, and you know, I do it on several different places. You know, is some highly enhanced, enriched drinking water, and you know, it's stuff you just can't buy. You know, and you can get it at different places online and all through the DubLi shopping mall. And Richard, I know you're going to chat about that in just a little bit, some places, but you know, I like the BJ's Wholesale. You know, I spend a lot of time there doing that. I do the Costco as well and Sam's. You know, and spend a lot of time, you know, doing the shopping online for necessities, whether it be paper towels, you know, paper plates, you know, fireworks, to you know, shampoo, to you know, shower soap, you know, to you know, groceries, frozen fruit groceries at Sam's and stuff.
Right.
So, you know, it's stuff that, you know, the necessities are really something you really should look at, you know, on a continuous basis to get that in your agenda to be paying for with DubLi cashback. Because once you do that and you get that on a routine basis, then all the other stuff starts flowing. Every time you want something, you'll go like, well, I need a printer. Well, instead of, you know, hopping in your car and going down to, you know, Office Max or Staples or, you know, some other place, you know, you can actually, you know, just get it, you know, do it online. You know, go to DubLi.com and get to the shopping mall and then you know, handle it, you know, purchase that way. That's the way I've done it and continue to do it. It doesn't really matter where, you know, you buy this stuff at. But for example, like I said, like a printer, you know, if you're buying your necessities, your weekly and monthly necessities on a very routine basis, you know, through DubLi, then all the other stuff that you'll spend money on, especially as the Christmas season, shopping season rolls around, getting back to school, you know, and these holidays coming up, you know, including the travel as well. You know, you'll begin to always purchase, you know, think about DubLi and doing the cash back that way. So, you know, that's really one of the main reasons why the weekly purchases are so important. It's not so much that, you know, what you're buying, it's the process of buying it. And it doesn't matter if it's one thing or 50 things, you know, but the more that you can use, the more, you know, obviously that you buy, the more cash back you're going to get, the more money you're going to save. You know, and everyone knows that listens to all these hangouts we do. I'm a big proponent of Groupon, and I can tell you this. You know, once you get, you know, accustomed to cash back and you're spending time on Groupon, you know, you are saving a boatload of money. And, you know, the discounts that you're going to get at Groupon plus the cash back. I was chatting with Richard earlier, you know, today about a friend of mine that is a DubLi cashback shopper, and he buys all of his stuff with gift cards. He'll go buy a gift card, Sam's or Walmart or Macy's or whatever, or buy a $50, $100 gift card, and then he gets 7% cash back on the gift card, and then he'll go when he pays for something, he'll buy something that he'll pay for it with a gift card. So now he's getting 20% cash back in some cases.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really slick way of maximizing your cash back. But this guy's a long-term shopper. He says he shops at least once a week, on DubLi. And he says, it's more like 3 or 4 times a week. And that's what you as viewers need to be doing with DubLi. But I'm not going to screen share right now. I don't want to risk losing this connection. We've got a little bit of going on here, but Richard, go ahead and take over, and any comments you have about your weekly purchases. Like I said, I do Sam's most of the time on mine, and BJ's Wholesale for necessities, and paper products.
It's really funny. I mean, there's certain stores that I use a lot that I don't want to be repetitive tonight about. And I got to apologize. I can't do any screen shares. That's what I've been playing around trying to get up on my screen. I'm having a little internet connection thing here tonight, but it's not allowing screen shares. But folks, I want to tell you, I go to soap.com, and I wish I could share this with you, but it's just, easy URL to find, soap.com. Go there, and they've got everything from household cleaning products to personal care, from shaving cream to toothpaste, deodorant, anything you really need. Groceries. I mean, they've got baths, all the bubbly bath stuff and everything else too. And they do have a full selection of natural and organics for you. But, the beauty of it is that, I try to keep a list, and I'm a list maker, and I'll show you list. Okay. So I stay fairly organized. When I'm running out of things, I'll jot a list down. And I've done it for years if I've got to run to the store, because if you're on a budget, it will help you maintain your budget, because then you just go in for what you want. Well, it's gotten even easier for me on the internet, because now I just see the things that I need to replace, that you use on a constant basis. Then I just go in and enter my list, and then, I'll look between soap.com, I'll look at Walmart, and I just try to fish out the best deal on everything, to where when my order goes in, that I get free shipping, and who's got the highest rate on their cashbacks. Because that's the other thing that adds up to me is, what is my cashback? Because I want to I always want to exceed my sales tax. I mean, there's a #1 target. The next thing that I do is that I use a cash rewards card. I'll use one of my credit cards or debit cards that gives me a cash reward. And, that adds on another 1 to 2%. And you wouldn't believe how fast, it adds up over the period of a year. And it's kind of funny because, if you're like me, I don't check it all the time. And all of a sudden I go over there and look like, man, I spent that much. But the good news is I got that much back in cash back. I mean, so that's one of the upsides of it. That's what I love about doing that, is that I've got the upside of, it's going in on, because we're VIP members. We have the DubLi debit card. The next thing you know is you just go in there and check your balance. I use it for vacation. I mean, when we go over there to Dubai, I'm going to use it for the, for a lot of for the trip to get my tickets and stuff. And I will be saving money on that.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, you bring up a good topic. I mean, and one of the very best vendors in the DubLi shopping mall is soap.com. Now, I know that belongs to a family of about, I want to say it's 7 or 8 online. Exactly. And they're all it's by friendly.com or somebody, I don't know, is a parent, but soap.com, SOAP.com. I've bought from them, numerous times. It's free delivery, and they'll deliver it to your front door. Now, one of the things that we haven't chatted about, and this is real important when it comes to weekly purchases too, is that, You don't leave your house. You don't pay for gas. You don't get frustrated for parking. You don't have to worry about traffic. You don't have to stand in line. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to push your cart around for 4 hours or hour or two and load the car, unload the car. You don't do any of that nonsense. You just do it online and within usually 24 hours or 48 hours max, it's delivered to your front door.
Yeah.
And you can't ask anything better than that. I mean, you're not getting out in the heat and everything else, and you can stay in your house and work or relax or do what you do at home. Or do it from the office, work or shop from the office. So, no, there's huge advantages. But again, I mean, I go back to this issue of getting in a routine of doing it, and that's one of the biggest things I want to stress here on this weekly purchases. Is that it's very, very important to just start doing it with the week. Even if you just buy one thing of toothpaste,
Yeah.
Now you're getting into the process of doing it. Just go to soap.com in your DubLi cashback office, and do it. It's very simple. With soap.com, now you got an account, you're getting your cash back, and just start ordering what you would regularly purchase, and get it, and not have to hassle about driving and gasoline and heat of the day and traffic and everything else. Everything is going to save you, over the long haul. Go ahead. What was that?
You hit it on the nail, Mark, because I got to tell you a true story that happened to me today. Today it's 95 degrees out, hot as can be. I have to go by the auto parts store kind of on a whim. I made a trip out and I want you know what? I probably need a can. I need some of the fuel additive that I always use. And then I thought, the air conditioner is a little weak. Well, it's 95 degrees out. So I went, well, maybe it needs a little can charge of the 134A Freon. And I pull into a well-known national chain of auto parts stores, and I'm not going to mention names. But I went in there and picked out the things I wanted, and I get up to the checkout, and it's like 6 deep. There's like 6 people standing there, right? And 10 minutes later, nobody has moved out of this checkout lane. And next thing I know is, the guy beside me, he goes, forget it. He set his stuff on the counter and went for the door, and so did I. I just went, you know what? Oh, I got to thinking, I don't think I can get the that refrigerant delivered, but it does go to prove the less frustration you have to deal with ordering online and just going, oh, it's the UPS guy or the FedEx home delivery or it's UPS. Oh, I know what that is. That's my that's my order from the other day. And it's great. It's so it just saves that frustration. And like you were saying, today it's hot. You live in someplace in the winter and it's -0, -20. Save the frustration. Got to enjoy your life a little bit more than what goes on sometimes. I mean, it's the little things that sometimes can push you over the edge. So, but I just wanted to relate that true life story today because I was like, when you were talking about that, I went, man, are you hitting home on that one? I'm like, I can tell you a real deal today. So,
me, I've got a big excursion, and truck, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find parking spaces for it and everything else. I mean, it's just a big vehicle. And, I don't mind about the gas or anything like that, but the, trying to find a parking space a lot of times is hard. And whenever I do shopping for my family, I mean, I load up and I mean, in a big way, and it takes, I don't know how many trips to unload my truck when I get here to the house full of groceries. They go into the freezer in the garage or into the freezer in the house or the freezer by the pool or what, so, when I have them delivered here to the house, I can just say that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Then I can unload them from there. And, so it's just, it's, to me, it's a, when I'm doing it, I'm not saying it was easy at the beginning or something I did on a very routine basis at the beginning, But once I got onto the system and started doing it, especially when I got the cash back on my card, then it became extremely routine, and still is. And I do it religiously on a Sunday evening, and when I do a bunch of ordering, I do Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and that handles me all week and through the weekend until the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday again. Yeah, I'm at a point now where I'm buying steaks and buying half of a cow.
Oh, are you buying half? Yeah.
Yeah.
Butchered. Yeah. I mean, that is so good too. I mean, we did that when I grew up, and you get a half a beef, and it's all wrapped, it's all marked.
Yeah, you get all the different cuts, all the different pieces, and just put it in the freezer and everything. The problem is you got to make sure that freezer doesn't go out. We had electricity that went out one time. I just bought like half a side of beef and loaded it up in the freezer, and we went out of town for a weekend. He came back and a breaker had gone. Yeah, and the freezer had been out for about at least a day.
Oh,
and
man.
There were some of it we were able to save, but some of it we couldn't. And that was a bummer. But
you know what the trick is to doing that?
What's that?
Is putting those frozen ice pack deals, those blue packs in your freezer, some of the solid ones, and keep them. Yeah,
we got packs of ice in there now, but I also hooked it up to the internet. So if that connection is broken,
warning.
It texts me.
Yeah.
I get a text. So yeah,
I love this part of the technology, like my home alarm system. It's wireless, but it uses a SIM card in it, and I just buy the T-Mobile, so many minutes for the year, and you put it in there. But it'll notify you. You can turn the camera on. You can look through your phone at whatever's going on, and that's pretty good. I mean, I love that kind of technology.
I was at a social event. This was about 3 weeks ago, and it wasn't one of my more favorable places to be at, and anyway, I was there with my wife and a bunch of other people, and I programmed my phone to that thing to beep and go off in about 45 minutes. After I was there for 45 minutes, it went off. I said, I gotta go. Freezer went back. So I had to go back and plug it back in or hit the breaker, and so I got out of that event. Can't let it sit there. Can't let it sit there and do nothing. So anyway,
I was just saying,
closing out viewers with your weekly purchases. It's the thing about just being routine on it. And as we do these hangouts, we've been doing this for over a year now, and trying to get people updated on new people updated on the DubLi cashback system, and maximizing your cashback experience. I can't tell you, it's probably the most important aspect of utilizing the cashback experience, DubLi cashback experience, is using it. And you can't think of anything better than weekly purchases. So I encourage you to, the days ahead to, take a stab at it, and get a cashback. Just order toothpaste, paper towels, whatever, soap, laundry detergent, whatever, and begin the process. And you'll thank yourself, once you get into it, and your money starts going much further than everyone else's. So, any closing comments there, Richard?
Well, I was just going to say what we said earlier a little bit was soap.com, and then I buy all the Wonder Dogs equipment, a lot of it at wag.com, and they have diapers.com. I think it's beautybar.com is one of their others, and homecasa.com. Those are all their different stores, and then they have Vine, and Vine's like a organic and little upper scale grocery store. So
you go to soap.com, and just at the very top of the page, it'll have all those links. We'll have all those places listed there. And they all belong to the same family, and they all home delivery for free.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, it's one of the best finds on the internet. And we just love it. As we find more, we'll share with you, and we appreciate you stopping by, and keep on saving. That's the best thing I can tell you.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you, Richard, and thank you, viewers, for checking in with us. If you're watching this live, again, we do these hangouts twice a week. This is for the DubLi shoppers only here at DubLiHelp.com. This time period, 7 p.m. Central Tuesday nights, and then Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. for the questions and answer period. And next Tuesday, a week from today, which will be the 28th, 25th. The 25th? No, the 28th. They're deals for mom's deals. No, it's not a Mother's Day special, but a deals for mom. And we'll spend a lot of time on that one. That'll be a fun one to do. So enjoy your week wherever you are. And thank you, Richard, for tonight. And thank you, viewers, for checking in, whether you're watching this live or on a replay or one of our YouTube channels. And I encourage you to watch our older previous done hangouts at Google. Go to google.com or youtube.com and just type in DubLi Help, and all of our previous hangouts will pop up, and you can watch them there. They're short, quick, just like this one, and hopefully you got some good content there in for each of you to benefit from. So thank you for the time again. Thank you, Richard, and we'll see everyone Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m. for the next hangout. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye.